Regularly going to sleep after midnight might seem like an innocent habit, especially for those who consider themselves night owls, but mounting evidence suggests that it can have serious consequences for both physical and mental health. While it's true that there's no universal rule dictating when adults should go to bed, ignoring the body's natural circadian rhythm can set off a cascade of negative effects that go far beyond simply feeling groggy in the morning. The idea that bedtime doesn't matter as long as you get enough total hours of sleep is misleading, because the timing of sleep plays a crucial role in overall health. People who consistently stay up past midnight may be putting themselves at risk for a range of long-term health problems, including metabolic issues, mood disorders, and even a shorter lifespan. Scientific studies have increasingly drawn connections between late bedtimes and serious health risks. A recent study published in JAMA Network Open found that people who regularly fall asleep after midnight have higher glycemic variability, meaning their blood sugar levels fluctuate more unpredictably. This instability has been linked to chronic diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular issues, and even early death. Another study published in Psychiatric Research in 2024 found that those who go to bed after 1 a.m. have a significantly higher risk of developing depression and generalized anxiety disorder, regardless of whether they consider themselves night owls or morning people. This suggests that late-night sleep patterns disrupt key biological processes that regulate mental health. Beyond the increased risk of metabolic and psychological issues, the habit of going to sleep late can directly impact the quality of rest itself. Sleep is not just about duration. The depth and restorative nature of sleep are heavily influenced by timing. The deepest stage of sleep, slow-wave sleep, occurs predominantly in the early part of the night. This phase is critical for memory consolidation, immune function, and muscle repair, and it plays a crucial role in regulating hormones such as growth hormone and cortisol. Missing out on these critical early hours by regularly staying up past midnight means depriving the body of its most beneficial sleep phase. Over time, this can contribute to higher stress levels, poorer immune function, and even an increased risk of obesity due to disruptions in hunger-regulating hormones like leptin and ghrelin. The belief that some people are simply night owls and that their bodies function fine with a later sleep schedule is an oversimplification that ignores broader patterns in human biology. While genetic factors can influence sleep preferences to some extent, the reality is that the body's circadian rhythm is largely aligned with the natural light-dark cycle. Historically, humans have been wired to sleep shortly after sunset and wake with the sunrise. Modern habits, such as artificial lighting, screen exposure, and late-night entertainment, have artificially shifted bedtime later for many people, but the body's internal clock still functions best with earlier sleep. Prolonged misalignment of the circadian rhythm has been linked to numerous health issues, including inflammation, insulin resistance, and even an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. One of the biggest dangers of consistently going to bed late is that it's often accompanied by insufficient sleep. While some people may still manage to get a full 8 hours after a midnight bedtime, many do not, especially those with work, school, or family obligations in the morning. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and weakened immune function. Even if someone feels like they have adapted to a late bedtime, the long-term health consequences may still be accumulating silently. Studies have shown that chronic sleep debt can impair cognitive function, reduce productivity, and increase the risk of workplace and driving accidents. Another concerning aspect of a late bedtime is its impact on mood regulation. People who consistently stay up late are more likely to experience symptoms of depression, anxiety, and mood swings. The relationship between sleep and mental health is well established, with poor sleep often exacerbating existing mental health conditions. Staying up late can also lead to increased social isolation, as late-night schedules often interfere with regular social interactions that occur earlier in the day. Additionally, late-night hours are often associated with increased screen time, which further disrupts sleep quality due to blue light exposure from devices like smartphones and laptops. This, in turn, delays the release of melatonin, the hormone responsible for signaling sleep readiness to the body, making it even harder to fall asleep at a reasonable time. It is also worth considering the indirect effects of a late bedtime on overall lifestyle habits. People who stay up late are more likely to engage in unhealthy behaviors such as late-night snacking, increased caffeine consumption, and reduced physical activity. Late-night eating has been shown to interfere with metabolism, leading to higher risks of weight gain and digestive issues. Additionally, late bedtimes often mean late wake-up times, which can reduce exposure to natural sunlight in the morning, a key factor in maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm. Lack of morning sunlight exposure has been linked to lower mood, decreased energy levels, and disrupted sleep patterns, creating a vicious cycle of poor sleep and poor health. Even if a late bedtime is unavoidable at times, the evidence suggests that making a conscious effort to shift sleep earlier can have profound benefits. Those who struggle with falling asleep earlier may benefit from limiting naps, reducing screen exposure before bed, and getting plenty of morning sunlight to help reset their internal clock. However, for individuals who continue to struggle with consistently late sleep patterns, it may be a sign of an underlying sleep disorder, such as delayed sleep phase syndrome, which may require professional evaluation. The bottom line is that while an occasional late night may not have catastrophic consequences, regularly going to sleep after midnight is far from harmless. The body's natural rhythms are not designed for prolonged late-night wakefulness, and ignoring these biological signals can lead to serious long-term health consequences. Those who prioritize their health should strongly consider adjusting their sleep habits to align more closely with the body's natural cycle. The science is clear. Early sleep is not just about feeling well-rested. It's about protecting long-term health, reducing the risk of chronic disease, and maintaining optimal mental and physical well-being.